The world has changed. 1 year ago, the events known prevailingly as the Decimation ravaged the mountainside capital of Bulwark, and in its wake, the people of the once stalwart city attempt to rebuild their lives in this new, grim reality. The common folk widely speculate on the cause, with no answers or calming words from the new governing body. Only the highest of the hierarchy know the true source of destruction, while other lower cogs in the military machine know edited and redacted versions of the truth. The birds of prey, being one such group, know only that a great power awoke from within the mountain and laid waste to the city. Since that day, the unofficial team have completed several operations in hope of bringing a small fragment of light to the darkness of Bulwark. These are their stories. This is Birds of Prey Special Forces.
Hi, and welcome to Another Path. This is Ryan, and you know what that means. It's Birds Time. This episode was recorded live and with a different set of microphones. It is completely listenable. It's just going to sound a little different than most of our other stuff. Big thanks to Zach, as always, for editing all of the Birds of Prey episodes. We'd like to thank some of our Patreon backers, Tyler, Joel, and Xander for their support. All right, let's talk timelines. This Birds of Prey arc runs concurrent in the Another Path multiversal timeline with the Broken Tower mini arc and the beginning of Season 3, Summit. The Birds of Prey have rescued many artifacts from the ruins of House Bluefire, and in the process, they have reunited with their old friend, the Physician, who looks very different from their last encounter. So sit back, relax, and enjoy your trip down another path. Birds in Space!
Good job, birds.
How are you?
What?
Who are you?
I am the physician.
No, you're not.
The physician.
I am, in fact, a physician.
I believe we
But
met
the physician.
No, that was an old guy. You're nuts.
He did not look like you.
Oh, you met that me. Oh, okay. I understand.
Oh, I understand.
the confusion.
This is an illusion.
This is in a sense, right? Yes, possibly.
This is illusion.
A little
magic.
bit.
I am well familiar.
Or maybe that was. Time's weird. It's real funny. It's real funny.
It seems rather normal to me.
It both wibbles and it wobbles.
But does it fall down?
No, that's weebles.
Oh, yes.
I didn't know I was going to have Cassie here for all the Doctor Who jokes. It makes me happy.
Why were you inside of a vault?
Well, I wasn't inside the vault. You were in the vault, and then I came to where you were.
Which was inside the vault.
So you were inside a vault.
Yes.
But you just...
In,
Why though?
in some ways, we still are. In some ways, we're not.
Right,
we
where
were
exa-
there.
let's
We
start-
are there.
let's
We're
start
not
there.
anymore.
Where exactly are we?
This is home. I call it home. It's just home. It is wherever I want it to be. Now that I can go places, it's great.
This is powerful teleportation magics.
That is what you would call it. Yes.
I would like to sleep. I'm bleeding a lot.
Ooh, that's bad. That's not great.
I lay on hands on myself. Oh, that feels a little better.
It's going to take us a while
gotta-
to get to where we're going. Take a nap. We could get some food in you. Let's go downstairs.
So you said you were a physician. You can assist our friend, yes? You can heal her?
Time works in some funny ways. If I was
What
other
does-
me, I could probably do it.
What does time have to do with whether or not you are a physician?
Are you still working on your undergrad?
Are you a medical student? That was fun to say in the voice. Medical.
I like to think of myself as a student of the world.
That does not answer my question still whether or not you can heal my friend. A yes or a no will suffice, darling.
I don't have any power over that one.
So we'll say no? That's a no then.
That would be a no. You're
You
correct.
could've
Yeah,
just
no, I
said
can't.
It's
I can't
fine.
do that. Yeah.
I can heal myself.
I've got scones downstairs.
I will take a scone.
Okay.
I would destroy a scone right
Yeah,
now.
they're very good. Right. Just picked them up in Linden.
Oh, we were there recently.
I know. I was there
Oh,
too.
that's... Oh,
No,
yes.
That was a long time ago. For me, not for you.
Was
No.
it?
It was like somewhere between 1 month and 3 days, really depending on how, or potentially 2 years.
On how the timeline shakes out, really.
Time is very funny. It's very strange. Let's go downstairs.
Let's.
She takes you. Well, I say she. She appears as a human woman, but has already said that pronouns are they, them. They take you downstairs, down this stairway that starts out straight and then turns into a spiral and then ends in a slide. And you've somehow gone up.
That's a fair amount of whimsy in your home.
I didn't make it, but it's fun.
It should be worth noting, I'm not sure what is being kept in, but Cassie is sitting in the room as we are recording, and this is...
Every now and again, there's just a ghostly chuckle. Like, it's like when we recorded Pet Shop After Dark at Ice Deer, and occasionally you could hear Chris's woos in the background.
Yes.
Woo. I take you downstairs. There's appears to be some sort of sitting room, fireplace, no chimney, but there is a fire. Drink cart, various colored liquids, various shaped glass bottles. One's just a giant circle, like a
Love
donut.
that.
Some scones, some other treats on it, some things you don't know, but make yourselves at home then. Yeah, right? She goes over, grabs the recliner and the scone and just, like, jumps into it, and it reclines as she hits it.
I'll take a raspberry.
Oh, you can get that yourself. Oh, it's right there.
Well, no, I'm saying to you, the DM, I'm taking a raspberry.
Okay.
I just like put my pack like against a wall. I'm a conk out because I healed myself a bit and I'm still bloodied. So
Yep.
I'm hurting real good.
So this is going to, for mechanical purposes, I'll say it now, this is going to count as a long rest.
Ooh, fun.
So,
Get that shit back.
but
Those spell slots.
well, we're going to stay here for a second. We're staying in this space for a second. So,
Yeah.
and time is weird.
Yeah, I'm sitting there just looking at the chest. Wonder what's in that.
Should I try to open it?
No, our job was just to inventory. I shouldn't.
We've got to properly inventory, and we can't do that unless we open the damn box.
We don't know what's
That is
inside.
that is fair.
Do you all want to do that bit first, or do you want to talk about where we're going?
I'll admit, you're very interesting, but I did risk life and limb for this
See,
box.
here's the fun thing. I know what's in the box, but I also don't know.
You are very unhelpful as a person. You realize that, yes?
I've been told this before, yes. Actually, yes.
Good.
Quite.
We're on the same
You'd
page.
be surprised how many people think I'm an idiot.
I'm certain I would be.
Are you an idiot?
Idiot. It's a race of like cat folk.
Oh.
Ah, yes, the idiots of the South. Oh, boy.
I lived with them for a while. They were
Yes,
quite
this
nice,
is all
actually.
very
But-
interesting.
Where are we going?
well, what's in the box? See, now you've got me.
I turn
curious.
around and, like,
See,
I'm, like,
I think
just
I know
pounding
what's
my
in the
head on the
box,
wall.
and I think that what's in the box will help you when you get to where you're
As
going.
they're speaking, I already have my picks out, and I am picking the box.
Okay.
I reach out and I grab on Bear's arm. I go, I don't understand.
All right, make a lock picking check.
Cool. Despite
Everything
being,
is temporary, darling.
Despite being a thief and an urchin, my dex is 0. Unless you would consider the sleight of hand.
Oh, it could be a sleight of hand.
Okay.
I think it's sleight of hand.
Oh, I guess either way
Also,
I'm proficient. So I
you're
get proficiency
proficient,
bonus, but my
so-
dex is still 0.
Okay.
That's a 15. I'm going to spend a sorcery point for magical guidance.
Nice.
That's a natural 18. Wait. Yeah, an 18 plus 4 is 22.
All right. So you do not check for traps
No.
because why would you?
No, the room was the trap.
Yeah, the room was the trap.
Obviously.
And it clicks open and pops up. And inside you see a velvet case and an orb very gently nestled in it. And you can see it swirling with black energy.
I love an orb.
Ah, yes.
Historically, Billiger loves orbs.
But here's the funny thing. As soon as you pop the chest open and you see it, and the orb starts to emit a little bit of light and power, and as you are directly over it, you immediately feel yourself cut off from your ability.
Oh, I'm back away from that shit.
And you feel it come back. For the briefest of seconds, in what has probably never happened to Bilga since she's figured out that she has magical powers,
Yeah.
she lost her connection to her magic.
Which, like, as a sorcerer, means that, like, I lost contact with something that is intrinsically in my blood. Like,
All you had to do was take 2 steps back, and you were out of immediate view of it.
Bilga steps back and, like puts a hand on her chest, and, like, you can see, like, a really severe look of shock on her face.
Are you okay?
I'm gonna, like, use... Are there, like, torches or lanterns or anything, like, around? Like, any open flames?
You think about it, and a chandelier appears hanging from the ceiling.
I'm gonna reach my hand up and cast control flames, a cantrip,
Sure.
just to make turn the wicks of the candles black fire.
Yep, it works as you expect it to.
Oh, yes. I go into my bag. I get my goth Lisa Frank binder out for so that we can take note of what was in the vault.
That thing is startling.
So it was just the orb in the box.
The box had just the orb.
Just the orb.
Ambera, would you do me a favor? Don't touch it, but just stand near it and tell me if you feel something strange.
I approach it.
You approach it.
Yep.
Do you have magic?
I have key. Does key count as magic? I don't think it does.
No, it doesn't. I don't think it
No?
does. You can feel that there is something there, then that it's putting off something,
Right.
But it doesn't really seem to affect you.
No? Seems all right. Pick it up.
I take like a step backward.
Sure. You grab it and you pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing really happens. You can. It is very clearly magical, and it's giving off something.
Is
Like
it some sort of anti-magic?
I don't like it.
Can I make an Arcana check?
sure.
I am trained in Arcana.
Yeah.
18.
18. What are you trying to figure out?
At least, like, I guess just function. Like, does that seem to be what's functioning here? Like some sort of anti-magical, like, radius?
So yeah, that would be a good assumption, and that's something that Bilga and then Ragna as well. If Ragna gets close enough, Ragna feels the same effect and loses contact to magic, and it is some sort of anti-magic.
I step back. I'm
Something.
sorry. I'm sorry, General.
I do not like the feeling of that thing.
I say we put it back in the box.
I'm content with that. Yes. We didn't feel it when it was in the. We didn't feel the effect when it was in the box was closed. Right?
Correct.
Interesting.
Strange.
Then yes, I agree. Let's put this
orb.
back in the box. This sort of null magic orb.
All right, that is noted and logged. What else did we find? I found, and I pull out of my the ring and the scroll out of my pocket.
I have no sort of excuse me. I have no sort of identification magic. All I can do is try to discern things via like Arcana.
Yeah,
based on what
neither
I
do
know.
I. Just figure we could put things on and see how they go. The scroll, I open the scroll up.
You open the scroll. What is your highest level of magic?
Where's 2?
It is clearly magical. It is probably a spell.
Oh,
You cannot decipher.
Would you like me to take a look at it?
Yeah, I'll hand it to Bilga. You might make more use of this. I'm assuming it's some sort of spell scroll.
My highest spell level is 5.
Your highest spell level is 5. Let me briefly check and make sure.
Like, spell scrolls are, for the most part, pretty common, you know?
Depends. I feel like. I mean, high level ones are.
Well, I mean, me working in the military where magic is used pretty often. Like, I assume I have come across a spell scroll or 2.
Sure.
And I don't know how to read them, but I know what one would look like.
You are able to read it.
Mm-hmm.
It does count as a sorcerer spell.
Oh, cool.
So you are able to read it. You're able to understand it. It is a spell scroll of seeming.
Ooh, seeming's fun.
That's pretty good.
What else do y'all look at? What do you want to look at next?
The sword.
A sword. All right, you have a sword. You have an S word. So it's a sword. It is clearly magical, and it feels icky. It is a longsword.
Yeah, I hold it up. It's not really my style, and I don't.
It does require attunement.
Yep. I will offer it to Ragnar. If you decide to take it, be careful. It's, I don't know. I don't like it.
You know, I will say that inventory's all well and good, but where we're going, you might want to see if you can make use of this.
I will discuss with the general and see what he thinks.
I'm sure if you keep a log of it, they would appreciate knowing how their items are used.
It's purely for information gathering purposes.
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Naturally. Look, we're in the field. There's a situation. We're supposed to use what we find in a situation.
Improvise, adapt, overcome.
They put us right in the middle of one.
I wouldn't.
For purposes of this,
unattune.
I'm just going to let you like unattune and reattune as we go, because and you guys can kind of pick what you want. So it's a long sword. It is a sword of life stealing.
Oh. Only I was proficient.
When you attack a creature with this magic weapon and roll a 20, that target takes an extra 10 necrotic damage if it isn't a construct or an undead, and then you gain 10 temp HP.
That's pretty cool. Is it a +1 sword, or is it just a...
It's a +1.
+1 sword.
It's a +1 longsword.
Is this a thing I can find in...
You can find, like, if you sort of life stealing is there as a description, you might have to, like, fudge the numbers on it a little bit to make it a +1. But that's the sword.
I have to unattune from my medallion of thoughts.
I'll check out the cloak.
The cloak. All right. Pick up the cloak, and you put it on.
I take off the really ratty...
The government issue.
Well, no. The black... Like, Bilga's had, I think, a black cloak that she's had since childhood. That she wears almost with every outfit.
That mysterious stranger gave it to you.
Yeah. So I take that off, and I flip this cloak on.
Okay, and then you attune to it?
Yeah, I will unattune from my Pearl of Power. Well, I'll use my Pearl of Power, and then I'll unattune
Sure.
from it.
Cool. As you attune to it, you feel your inner magic connect with this, and just desperately want to be used.
Okay.
And you don't do it, but you can feel the effect of the magic begin to take place.
Mm-hmm.
It is a Hellhound cloak.
Excuse me? What the fuck does that mean?
As an action, you can command the cloak to transform you into a Hellhound
Excuse me?
for an hour.
You just gave Bilga fucking wild shape.
Yeah.
Like
you've got
all the animals.
You've got
always.
a one-off. Basically, it's a one-off polymorph. Transform you into a Hellhound. It is cursed,
Oh. Bummer.
Wow.
which you are unwilling to part with it and want to keep it within reach at all times.
Okay, that's fine.
That's just the reality of the situation.
I would like to read the last sentence.
Okay.
The 6th time you use this cloak, and each time thereafter, you must make a charisma save. On a fail, the transformation lasts until it is dispelled, or you drop to 0, and you cannot willingly return to your normal form.
Oh.
If you ever remain in Hellhound form for 6 hours, it is permanent.
Well.
You will need... Only a remove curse can restore your sense of identity, and only a wish can transform you back.
Hey, that's wild. Hey, thanks for this curse.
I thought it was something Bilga might like.
This is the most on-brand Bilga curse.
Hey, you
And look,
how
you get 6 free uses before it becomes a problem.
Do I have to keep it attuned?
No, but you have to keep it on you, which might
That's
cause
fine.
the logistics department some problems, but that's not my problem.
That's a problem for after this adventure.
All right, what else we got?
I mean, while we're here, I've got that wand.
Oh, that's right. You do have the wand.
Yeah, I think I keep the cloak as a fashion statement for right now. But
All right, it is
flip around.
a wand of secrets.
Wand of Secrets. I'm familiar with that.
It has 3 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend a charge to detect secret doors or traps within 30 feet of you.
Neat.
The wand regains 1d3 pulses daily at dawn. Got any other magical stuff you want to check out? I know we're doing we're kind of slowing down here, but that's fine. We started off quick.
So everything. So we had the armband, which we already know what it does.
You have a ring.
I have a ring. There's the ring.
There's a ring.
I think the ring is the last of it. We did the scroll. You had the ring, Ragnar. I had the cloak and the wand, which we identified, and then we did the sword and the armband.
What was the wand?
Right.
Sorry, I was
Wand of Secrets.
Wand of Secrets.
Wand of Secrets is not attunement.
Nope. All right. So you put the ring on?
I guess, yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Put the ring on.
All right. Make it a con save.
One of these very good cursed items. Team plus... I just kissed the mic a little bit there. 16 plus 8 is a 24.
24. That's very good. The DC was 20.
Holy shit.
Albrecht, what the fuck have you done?
So you put the ring
Whatever.
on, and which finger do you put it on?
I think I'd put it on, like my left, like, index, probably.
Okay, so here's what happens. It goes onto your left index, and you slide it down, and then you feel it click into place, and then you lose that finger. But you didn't feel it, and then you just slowly see it start to grow back exactly as it was. This is a ring of regeneration.
Oh,
Neat.
Huh.
tight.
Okay.
So you passed the con save, so it accepted you and gave you your finger back.
I'm just gonna sneak Ragnar's finger away real quick.
Okay, so...
Saving that for later.
So am I
Saving
gonna
that for
re-
later?
Secret tool.
Am
that
I
we'll
going to
use for later.
regenerate limbs if they get cut off now, or is it just if...
I mean, we can test it.
It's on D&D Beyond. While wearing this ring, you regain 1d6 hit points every 10 minutes, provided that you have at least 1 hit point. If you lose a body part, the ring causes the missing part to regrow and return to full functionality after 1d6 plus 1 days if you have at least 1 hit point the whole time.
Jojen had one of these.
Yeah.
I remember this.
Oh, well, that's...
So,
okay.
So this immediate regeneration was the ring saying, okay, you can have your finger back
Okay,
now.
you're good. Fuck. All right.
You are powerful and worthy of this.
It just kind of goes,
Yeah.
and and running over to like make sure Ragna's okay.
Uh,
I'm gonna lean down and scoop up her finger and put it in my pocket.
All right, make a stealth check. Slide a hand. Slide a hand. Slide a finger.
That's a 17.
All right. That does not beat Ragnar's passive perception of 18.
Oh no, darling, are you okay?
Bilga,
Yes, darling.
did you just try to steal my finger?
Never.
Ragnar puts her hand out and give me my finger.
I don't have it.
I don't know what dark magics you're going to do with my finger. Give me my finger back.
Reach into my pocket and I hand her finger back.
You know, that's fair. I mean, I don't know. I do know what Steez is here, and who knows?
Hey, Bilga.
Mm.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, darling.
I just wanted to know that you'd give it back to me.
Of course. Anything for you. And when I make a second Ragnar, then it will be... I'll have 2 people to keep me in check.
So as the birds take note of the descriptions of these items, what they can and can't do, who's
Finger
taking what,
cut off, ring,
and Ragnar is taking down the notes.
spooky hellhound cloak.
That is quite a collection of items you've got there. Good work
Yes.
all the way around.
Thank you.
Yes, I will return. I need to go off. I need to have a little bit of a ceremony with the general
Oh, yes.
in hopes
go
of
off.
making this my hex blade for a while.
Sure.
Go off, Ragnar.
Physician.
You can call me Kay. That's
Kay?
easier, probably. That's
Fair
fine.
enough.
There's
K.
no-
What is the
there
K
is-
for?
There is no K in
It's
physician.
just the letter K.
Very well.
I
K.
like K.
Okay.
Where are we going? And also, sub-question, why?
Oh, that's a great question.
Yes.
Grip it and rip it.
What?
So, you know, it might just be easier to show you so that you understand the gravity of the situation.
Sure.
So, they stand up and go over to the coffee table and just kind of kick it with their foot, and images start popping up, hologram-like. So this is your city, and then you see Bulwark, and then
Yes.
this is what happened, and you see the decimation.
Yes.
And you do watch the dragon burst through. So
So it was a
happened.
fucking dragon.
Well, what did you think it was?
I thought the fucking mountain just blew up. Well, I heard the mountain just blew up. I also heard fucking dragons.
Well,
so,
with the caldera down there, I figured it was some sort of volcanic eruption.
You know, in a way, it was. It kind of was, if you think about
Well,
it.
sure, but I would not call it dragon
it's
and
a
a volcano
big
the same
fucking
thing.
dragon.
It's still a lot of hot fire.
Still not the same. Volcanoes aren't alive.
We
You've
can
met the
argue
wrong
semantics
volcanoes.
later. So we know this, but that was a year ago.
Yes.
At least.
So I just wanted you to understand the gravity of the situation here. This is small potatoes compared to what's going to happen.
Good.
Really.
Nice.
And
you know this how?
they swipe away the image of Bulwark, and a mind flare fills the space.
What in the 7 hells is that?
There's only 7?
Fuck. What in the 9 hells is that?
There's 13, actually. That is...
What in the hells is that?
Secret hells?
They're only secret if you don't know about them. I've been there.
What is the thing they are seeing, please?
How have you been to the hells?
I've been very busy.
You're distracting them.
I couldn't go places. Now I could go places. I wanted to see some hot places. I wanted to see some cold places.
2 out of 3
Did you
people
know
here want to
there's
know
a
what that
cold
is.
hell? Oh, this is a mind flare, or an illithid, if you want the scientific term.
Okay.
Right.
It is a mass of tentacles all around the face part there, and there's many of them. A lot of
Several, even.
hundreds,
Hundreds.
thousands,
Oh, you just keep adding zeros.
and they want to destroy your world.
Okay. And what can we do about that at the moment?
Well, see, that's the problem.
I'm really more of a solutions-oriented gal.
They will be there in 12 hours. In 12 hours, a gigantic ship appears above your city, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. It's a fixed point in time. You can't go there. We can't change it. We can't stop it.
All right.
This all continues to beg the question, where are we going?
We're going to that ship,
Oh, of course.
All right.
because that ship's going to get there one way or another. We can't stop that.
But we can wound it.
You could wound it. You could attempt to learn some more about them, because I know what they're called, but I know frighteningly little. Perhaps you could disrupt them. Perhaps you could be on the ship when the ship arrives. And the foggiest. All I know is that your world's in trouble, and I can't be the person to change it or fix it or do anything about it.
But you can put us in a place where we can do it.
Well, that would be telling. I couldn't possibly, but maybe,
we would
yes.
never bend the rules.
You know, there's some things you're just not allowed to do. But there's
Okay.
some things that just happen. So,
Right place, right.
if we can get you to where that ship is before the ship is raining death upon your home, mayhaps you can do something about it.
Mayhaps. All right. Sure.
Bring it on.
Okay.
You're all very gung-ho about this. I quite like it.
Well, I imagine that if we say, no, just take us back to Bulwark, that you would not acquiesce.
I mean, you could just do that and we could warn some folk. Roddy
That-
might take us seriously. He'd be the only one.
Do we still have sending stones to Roddy?
Yes, you do.
Pin that. We'll finish this conversation first.
If you want to go home, I can get you there, and no time will have passed. And you can do that. But time works in such a way I can't get you forward or back, really. That close to a fixed point. You have 12 hours to prepare the city for this.
The big city.
The best I can do is get you to where that thing is right now.
All right.
Can we talk about this for a moment?
I think you probably should.
All right.
So I'm going to go put some headphones in. Right.
Some what?
Take headphones. She pulls out a pair of Bluetooth Beats by Dre.
Good God.
Griffin is dead. Cassie is rolling.
It's great. They just hook up. I've got this whole place wired, so I can
Absolute bastard.
I can just walk room to room, right, and it keeps the signal, and I can just hear my music wherever I want. It's pretty great, actually.
Bilga casts Minor Illusion and gives the physician a blue tooth.
That's very good. I thought there are. I will say these are modified Beats by Dre, and there are cat ears.
Oh my god. I love them. They've got fucking streamer headphones.
You absolute mad lad.
That's my doctor right there.
That's my doctor. All right. cool.
All
Let's,
right,
ladies-
huddle
ladies-
up, girls.
All right,
Let's
all
chat,
right.
let's
Bring it
chat.
in. Bring it in.
Okay.
All right. Like, give me a signal. I'm going to respect your privacy. Of that. You're also on my ship, though, so there's not really much. But you got right.
Yeah.
Just holla if
We'll
you've
let
got
you
a
know.
question.
Holla at
All
your
right.
physician. Go.
All right,
Jesus,
girls.
ladies.
Decisions need to be made.
All right. Are we gonna head back, try and get people to believe us?
First things first. I'm gonna pull out our sending stones and gonna try to call out to Rodrigo. Birds to Colonel Mount Blanc.
You need to roll a d20.
19.
All right. It's a little staticky. It's clearly never done this before.
It's worth mentioning the hat is on.
Yes.
Howdy. Birds.
Roddy.
Birds, is that you? Hello?
Rodrigo, it is us.
Hold on. Let me in. I can't.
Birds. There you are.
Roddy.
All right. I can hear. Hold on. I'm gonna go outside.
All right. Little wait here. I wonder what the weather's like in Broadway right now.
Probably pretty cold.
We're getting into
Your
winter.
candlelight was only a few days ago.
All right, birds. Report. How's Blue Fire? Did you find anything good out there?
Yes, but to the point. A new mission, I think, has superseded our current objective.
The only mission that's going to supersede that is what we just sent these other three out on to the tower, Graynor, for.
Yeah.
Like,
Ragnar reaches over, like pulls your hand closer. Hi, Roddy. Ragnar Suthros is here.
yeah, because that's not a common name.
There's many of us Suthros.
Suthrasi?
Suthros.
I know many in the Suthrosis clan. You are the least pain in my ass.
Much appreciated, Roddy. So a physician of sorts has told us that a bunch of interdimensional squid heads are coming to destroy the city.
I'm sorry, I got some static there or something. I could have sworn you said interdimensional squid heads.
I did, in fact, say interdimensional squid heads.
Hold on. All right, I'm alone now in a closet.
We hear just some footsteps.
Somehow all the sounds smell like
now. I don't-
closet.
I don't know how y'all got raid in on something that far above your pay grade, but what the fuck?
So
Over.
are you already aware of this?
We have received some reports of some incoming squid heads.
As your go-to a special forces team, we would have loved to be read in on this sooner, but a friend met us along the way and has briefed us on the situation. We have, 3 days, did they say?
12
hours.
12 hours until a large...
You get 3 days.
a large ship... I'm sorry, I was trying to contact the general about getting this cool sword bound to me.
All right.
Anyway,
12 hours.
we have 12 hours.
12 hours?
Until some sort of massive
Vessel.
floating vessel arrives over the city.
Umberto, do you want to say hi? You haven't said hi yet.
I'm just letting y'all talk. Y'all are doing a great job, and honestly, I'm worried I'm going to say something that would be metagaming, because I do also run this world in a very real way.
That was a weird sentence you just said. Let's go back to this.
But you all know it to be true, right?
Hmm?
You all know, in your heart of hearts, you know it to be
What
true.
is she saying?
I'm so very confused right now. All right, hold on. All right, hold on.
What are holding?
No bullshit.
No bullshit.
How good is your information?
Pretty good.
If this person is lying to us, they have gone through a lot of trouble to set up a massive amount of show and artifice to back it up.
Yeah,
You read our reports from the previous mission.
Yeah?
The physician.
They appeared out of a small box in the middle of the vault we were
The physician... Oh,
looting.
shit. All right. Look, I'm about to read y'all in on something. I'm going to have to read y'all in on something way above your pay grade.
Yeah.
So, yeah, them mind
Hang on,
flayers...
let me put you on speakerphone. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right.
That was so good.
All right, let's take it again.
Yeah. We can all hear you.
All right, that's good. All right, them mind flayer things, they're real,
Yeah.
and they're coming.
Okay.
We've had several reports from trusted sources, and we think they're coming. We're not sure when or where or how, but we know they're coming, and we know that They are evil incarnate, and we thought we were dealing with enough troubles back here.
The information we were told was 12 hours and a massive vessel over the city.
Shit.
And we were told in the range of thousands.
All right, I'm going to read y'all in on this right now then. You're with the physician?
Yes.
Yeah,
He's over there.
They have some
they're
sort
over
of...
headphones
with a big, a music note, and maybe it's a lowercase b on the side.
Sure, right. So, whatever they tell you is probably true, but there's always... Fuck it, there's no other way to say this. That's Carrie.
What?
The physician. Oh, I went Zafir there for a second.
The physician.
The physician.
You're saying the physician is the awakened seer?
Yep.
Oh,
Huh.
okay.
What?
Yeah, so, you know when everything exploded, decimation, and everything got loose?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
all happened, and then all the patrons got loose, and then them Aegis folk weren't running around with them anymore.
Yeah. Talking about
So Carrie woke up.
the Aegis folk,
And Carrie took
the rugged shifter, the handsome dragonborn, and the
Other one?
and the dashing elf.
Yeah, them.
Yes.
So
Oh, yeah, I remember. We met them that one time.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's
At a
right.
party at the
So
That's Foxy shifter
that's
lady.
the awakened seer now, the one that was never supposed to wake up
Yeah,
ever.
and it was
Otherwise,
now-
they would cause untold chaos upon the world because they know everything that could happen in all of time and space.
Ah, I'm beginning to see the parallels.
Yeah. So
Oh, that would make sense.
I'm
They know
guessing-
the future.
I'm guessing they want to help, but that is the seer.
Oh,
Goodness.
is that what the K is for?
That's what the K could be for. I always pictured it with a C.
I always pictured it with the C as
Yeah.
well.
Yes,
yeah.
I mean, things can change.
Yeah.
Oh, did they shift forms again?
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
Yes.
See,
When we
yeah.
first met them, they were an old man.
Yeah. See, when I met them, they were Scottish.
What?
Yeah, it's
They have
just-
a north?
Everyone has a north.
Yeah, it just got separated from. Right. So, what do they want you to do?
They gave us the offer to, well, gave us some options, but suggested that they were able to place us on the ship before it arrived. Either that or we could return to Bulwark and attempt to assist with 12 hours of evacuations.
Yeah, there's no way we're getting out of here in fucking 12 hours.
Get
Nobody's
going to
believe me in 12 hours. All right,
Look.
so
You went full Roddy there.
Look,
Yeah, sorry. It's
I'm-
because last time I was sitting here recording like this, I was playing Nehemiah, which is the exact same voice.
The exact same
All
voice.
right, here we go. All right, real quick, get who you can out. I guess we'll get aboard.
I'm not that worried. They may be coming in 12 hours, but Bilga comes every day.
I'm sorry you broke up there. What was the end of that?
Don't worry about it. It was not important.
What about Bilga?
You know what? 7 out of 10.
I cut my hand over the sending stone. I was like, why are you talking to the colonel about my sex life?
I just thought it was an open thing.
No,
my
not for the colonel. You two are like my sisters. That is not privileged information, but it is intimate.
You know, my apologies.
That's okay. I'm not
sorry for sharing your personal. I know you're not
angry.
angry, but I can still be sorry.
I understand, and we're just reaffirming boundaries.
Oh, there
I
we
still
go.
love you.
Okay.
Okay, I hate my hand.
All right, so that's the plan.
Sorry, Colonel. Come back one more time. Repeat that last
You
message.
cut out a little bit.
Oh, that sucks. That was a good
Yeah, the
plan,
whole
too.
plan.
Sorry.
It's a good. I'm sure it's a great plan. Just let us know what it is.
All right, so they're coming, and
Yeah.
they'll be here in 12 hours. All right, I'm going to go get some shit ready to fuck up. So if you can get on there and do whatever you can,
All right.
I'm not going anywhere.
That wasn't much of a plan.
You go, you do whatever you can to slow this thing down, weaken it, find out whatever you can about it. We know absolutely nothing about these tentacle fuckers.
We will report back any intelligence we can gather.
Okay. Bye.
Keep your stone
Rocky.
nadas on you. As soon as we know we're back home, we'll give you a call.
All right, I guess I'll see you all on the other side.
Goodbye,
Bye.
Colonel.
Bye, Roddy.
Godspeed, birds.
Godspeed.
Godspeed.
We hang up. Can we talk about how Rodrigo's plan is just you go do your thing, I'm going to do my thing?
That's usually his plan. Under most circumstances, as far as I can tell.
When's the last time we went into a mission with a plan? From Rodrigo.
That
rather than a list of objectives.
That's fair.
They don't pay us the medium bucks for working with the plan.
That's fair. That's fair.
I suppose let us go tell the physician that we are on board.
I
You
wave.
You absolute goon.
You're welcome.
I know. Look, I do love it. I do love it. I'm here for it.
When I told Zan, I thought they were going to fall out of the booth. That's pretty great.
I just wave at the physician.
The physician is in the corner doing a dance that looks vaguely like a beach ball bouncing.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Sorry. And takes the headphones off. Right. What do you want to do then? You got an idea?
I believe we're going on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Okay, so we will get you to the
Also-
ship, or as close as we can. What?
Wink. We know who you are.
Well, I know what you did last summer.
Not much.
I know.
Reconstruction. It was very depressing.
It was very...
I found so many bodies.
Yeah. How about there's less bodies this time?
I
All right. Okay. Wink. It's very.
They
unsteady.
wink back, and it's like the entire world winked at you.
May I?
Hmm?
In your head, you hear, "Hey, buddy, keep it fucking cool."
Keep a fucking lid on it, brother.
Maintain. There's people watching.
Look, it's just us here.
Oh God.
They wink again.
Very good.
I can't be directly involved.
All right. Well, put us on the ship, and we will do what
Did I say I was going to put you on the ship?
it sounded like.
That was
I
the
can get you
implication.
close to the ship.
How do we
Fixed
get
points
on
and all
to-
that.
Fixed points and all of that. I can get you close. So here's what's happening. So, the ship is taking on fresh supplies out at the Omega Station out in the Astral Sea by the River of Death. So we can get you to that station, and then you can get onto the ship somehow.
Great. Love it.
And that's as close as I can get you.
All right.
And hopefully we don't miss, because that station's a very hard target to hit. You might end up outside of it. So let's get you all different clothes. And this is now the re-kitting part of the episode, where you all go diving through the doctor's wardrobe to figure out what you're...
Hey, sorry, who's?
The physician's wardrobe.
Oh, shit. The part where you all go diving...
BBC will sue us.
Yes. BBC does not give a shit. They will send me up a flagpole.
That's fair. This is the part of the episode where where the birds get to decide what their space outfits are.
Oh my
Your space costume,
Nice.
your space outfit, so to speak. And the physician has many personas, so therefore has an incredibly large closet.
Nice.
Is there space plate armor?
Pretty much. I just want
The Space Marine armor.
this
Nice.
is just this. You keep all your stuff. It's
Yeah.
just
Cosmetic upgrades.
Cosmetically, what?
We did some microtransactions to unlock some new skins.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
What are the space bird skins?
Oh, Ragnar. It's her armor, but it just looks like it's like cool and techno and spacey.
There's a lot of
So
there's
it's
a lot of neon.
Yeah, it's still
neon.
plate. Yeah, it's just like like tactical armor.
It's like
but-
very Master Chief.
Yeah, very Master Chief now instead.
Is it the Master Chief green?
No, it's like the classic like Bulwarkian silver. I think.
Nice.
Just, you know,
Helmet or nah?
No helmet.
No helmet.
Yeah.
Have helmet turned off.
Nah, she has helmet turned off. Like
Great,
there's few
yes.
things about her physical appearance she cares about, but like she likes her hair. She doesn't want helmet hair.
That's fair.
That's fair. Hey, that's good.
I think Bilga's is like space pirate kind of. I'm picturing like
Tell me more.
like space influence, but also like a little bit of Mad Max aesthetic. So like there's some intense like face and eye makeup, like the black streaks. I think it's like the like fishnet sleeves kind of thing, with some like tatters, things like that, like the like up above the knee length boots, the like tattered pants, still all the like black and like dark crimson coloration, but now the sides of her head are shaved and it's in a faux hawk.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's tight. That's tight. And
Full-
Barra?
Full hub and Washburn. It is a Hawaiian shirt. The sleeves have been
Oh my
ripped off.
God.
Cargo pants. Sensible shoes.
You're fucking Sully from Uncharted.
No, I'm Wash from Firefly.
Sure, okay.
Yeah, absolutely you are. Oh, that didn't end badly.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Look, it was either that or Spike from Cowboy Bebop.
Also would have been good.
Also would have
I do
been
like
good.
Wash. I do like Wash.
But-
Three.
but-
2, 1, let's jam.
Exactly. But at the end of the day,
you're another day older.
Onbera sees the Hawaiian shirt, which does not exist in
Wait.
in Greydor.
Did James Buffman have a Hawaiian shirt?
James Buffman had a bright flowery shirt.
So
Whether or not it is a Hawaiian shirt.
okay.
Now, I think this one distinctly, like, I pictured that as being like bright reds and yellows.
Mhm.
This is like blue and green.
Yeah.
Blue and green. Like, it has that Feywild stank on it.
Yeah.
Um,
It moves a little bit.
just
It's got
a little bit of a like the slightest bit of a glamour on it.
Yep. The leaves move a little bit. Just
Yep.
a little bit.
And then it is immediate off the rack onto her. Rip. We're good to go.
Very good. I want to say officially, for the record, I am attuning to the Hellhound cloak. I am unattuning from my Pearl of Power.
That is a beautiful thing. I didn't think I was ever going to get the Pearl of Power off of Bilga, but all right.
I can make spell slots with sorcery points.
That's
I'll be
true.
fine.
That's true. That's true. Are you guys? Are the rest of you keeping any of those magic items, or are they all going in Ragnar's bag?
Yeah.
The armband is staying.
Armband stays on.
I
Perfect.
mean, I kept the sword, but the ring is in the bag.
All right. Sounds good.
Lost a
What are
finger.
you
And
doing?
I have the Wand of Secrets holstered.
Cool.
Because it's not attunement. That's easy enough to keep on.
What are you doing with the chest?
Oh, the chest. Well, I don't want to touch it, so can we throw? We don't have like a bag of holding, do we?
No, we do not.
So I don't want that.
I look at Kay.
Let's say this. Let's say this. At this point, one of you would have a bag of holding.
Okay.
At this point, you are high enough in this. You are high enough level, and you are important enough. People, you would have some sort of bag of holding.
I look to the girls. All right. Do we take it with us? See if maybe it helps us, or do we send it back to Roddy?
I think it could be very potent to have on hand. I just don't want to touch it.
I mean, I'm the only one that can wield it.
I mean, effectively. I mean, Ragnar could hold it, but you are still capable without your magics, Ragnar. I very much am not.
Yeah.
So
I
I
would
think it
like
would-
to have my magic.
I understand, but in a pinch is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You could still defend yourself. I think it could be, especially considering where we are going, I think it could be very important to have and very useful to us. Makes me feel perhaps the most uncomfortable I have ever felt.
That's fair. But we can send it home. We've lived this long without it. We can live another day.
But consider where we are going, and if this thing
It'll
is
be fine.
It is a ship fueled by magics, presumably. I can't imagine a thing can fly like that in any other way. If we can use this to help shut it down.
Have we seen the actual ship yet?
No.
Okay.
I'm just putting... this is conjecture. I just can't
Oh.
imagine anything like that flying
you-
without the use of magics.
You ask.
Okay.
You ask Kay. Does she? Oh, yeah. 1 second, and she goes over to the coffee table and bumps it, and the image of the nautiloid from above bulwark appears.
Mm.
It is currently in space dock,
Okay.
more or less, and you see it there. And there are much smaller vessels going back and forth from it, and off to the side is just a stupidly large space station. That's where it is now. That's where you're going. That's Omega.
All right.
That's
See-
the thing you need to be on.
A lot of magic at play here is what I'm
All right.
saying,
Fair enough. We could just drop it and maybe fuck something up.
potentially.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
throw it in the bag for now?
Throw it in the bag. I'll take care of it.
All right, do you have the bag of holding then?
I'll say I've got
Cool. There's no reason for you to not have a bag of holding.
it. Mm-hmm.
Bilga's now. I take a little bit of time in fashion as part of the skin upgrade. I've got like a belt holster sort of thing for my dagger and for my wand. On the left side, it has normally been my special dagger, my +1 dagger, and my wand of fear. And on the right side, there is now an empty slot that the wand of secrets is slotted in. and there is just the hilt of a dagger, not any blade, that is tucked in there as well.
Nice. Nice. All right. So as part of your skin upgrade,
Yeah.
so to speak, Ragnar, what does your ceremony look like to get your sword to become?
It's a bit of like having that. There's some incense, like you light them, but then like as the things start, the general's very like ice central, so like you'll light the incense, but then the frost sort of climbs up and snuffs the incense out, and then it occasionally, not occasionally, but eventually, like sort of like disappears in a fog, and then I can reconjure as needed.
Perfect.
Yeah, and I think I can have. No, that's Eldritch Links. I can have two things. So my other regular long sword kind of pitters out of the ether onto the ground after being replaced.
So when you do this for mechanical purposes, it becomes whatever size you need it to be be able to use great weapon.
Yeah. Well, as long as that's a thing I can wield two-handed,
Absolutely.
then
Yeah,
so long
absolutely.
swords I can has the versatile. So
Yeah, so you're good.
Yep.
Cool.
Sick.
Okay.
So yeah, I've got my new sword. I've got my Master Chief armor. Is it more Master Chief or is it more like Gears of War?
Actually, real talk for you, it'd be Warhammer.
Would be very.
It'd be
more.
very
Gigantic
Yeah.
shoulder pauldron.
Yeah.
Oh, for
Ooh, that'd like Samus. Without the
Yeah,
helmet.
yeah,
But
That's
yeah.
it.
Yeah, no,
So, yeah.
pauldrons for days.
Big ass pauldrons. Yeah.
Ragna
Pauldrons
Samus.
got zip codes.
Yeah.
Ragna Samus Suthrasis.
Yes, there we go. Yeah, very Samus. I love it.
Power suit.
So for purposes of this, a long rest happens. So you're good there mechanically.
Yeah.
Right, you ready to do this?
Yes.
As ready as we'll ever
All right.
be, I suppose.
We are the birds. We are always ready.
To fly.
Let's flock them up.
I do like that. Quite a bit. It's great. I love it. So
We've done a lot of market
here's
research.
I've seen most of it. It's good. It's pretty good. There's this other world I've been to where birds of prey mean something very different. They're like they're super villains that try to not do shitty things, and they've got very colorful hair. I don't get it. They're okay.
Should I dye my hair?
I minor illusion on Bara's hair pink.
Umbera, if you change the
Oh, I
color,
do
if
love
you
that.
change the
That's not
lovely
bad.
red hue of your hair, it is never coming back.
That's not bad. It's actually more like this. They snap at Ragna, and the two pieces of hair framing Ragna's face, one goes red and one goes blue.
How dare you?
I minor illusion it back.
Oh, it's just an illusion. It's just to see what it looks like. But there you are. I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were going to respond quite like that.
Consent is important.
I minor illusion Ragnar's hair to make it just look extra black.
It's better.
Right. So, are we ready to go then? Okay.
Yeah.
So here's what we're going to do. You're going to jump onto this teleportation circle over here. I'm going to fire it all up, and we're going to send you over to Omega, and hopefully you don't miss. All right. Ready to go?
We're gonna what? Onto the
Great.
what?
Teleports.
I just pull Umbera onto the
Great.
We've
circle.
teleported before.
So I've got a friend over there. You're going to want to find him. His name is Dex, and he's going to be able to help you out. He knows you're coming. Ready, set, bye. And the teleportation circle flares to life, and the three of you are shunted out and off of the great ship home of Carrie, flying through space and time.
I'll see you all again in the main line. Now I'm gonna have to play K too.
Well, I love thinking about the ideas. Like, does Baelit know? Like, does Baelit know about the physician?
He knows now, probably.
Yeah, now he does.
He
That's
didn't.
fair.
He does now.
As Grand Intruder, yeah.
The birds of prey fly to another plane. Flock to another plane. They flock off to another plane.
Flock off.
And they reappear in the middle of nothing. Birds, you find yourselves feeling weightless and staring into the vastness of space.
I have no control.
Nice.
I have no control.
It is space, but it is black, and above you are spots of white. Some seem bright, some seem dim, and then the world kind of comes back into focus, and you realize you can kind of spin and turn and move and float.
Do we see this like whatever a space station is?
Let's
I don't know
roll
what that
perception
means.
checks.
It's a 16.
I mean, my perception is a 16 for me.
So yeah.
That's an 18 for Onbara.
Okay, so between all, you all see a couple of things immediately, kind of in going from farthest away from you to closest to you. So in the distance, you can see all of these pinpoints of light, what you would call stars.
Mm-hmm.
They are above you and below you and around you and beyond you.
Whoa.
And then as you spin, Bilga, you can see what you can only describe as a crack in the vastness of space.
Oh. Okay.
Very far away from you, but the more you think about it, the closer you think it might be. But it also might be very far away. And your mind starts to jam up a little bit on distance is a funny thing. Mm-hmm. How far is far? Mm-hmm. But it seems to move almost with the light of water and life and death.
Oh.
And at some points it's
mentioned
brighter,
something
and at
called
some
the
it's
River of
darker.
Death, so.
And it has a purplish tint to it. It seems to glow a little bit faintly.
Okay.
It is fascinating.
I drift away from it.
You, the sorceress of death?
Yeah, because
that's
sorceress of death I may be, but I like living.
Yeah. So, Ragna, as Bilga's taking that part in, you, Ragna, spot the space station. What seems to be a large metal construct, and I can't even call it large. This would be the size of a city, it seems like. But it's vertical, but as you turn to correct yourself to line up with it on the same axis, you realize maybe vertical is a perspective.
Yeah.
Out here,
I'm doing the thing zero G thing of it's a lot of
exactly
pinwheeling arms.
Exactly.
And
and that is what was pointed out to you, and you can see it, and you can also make out, just peeking around it, the edge of the ship you're looking for. You're clearly in the right place. You just missed. And Barra, you see something much closer to you. Asteroids coming around you and at you, and this might be a problem because there are a lot of large rocks around you and between you and the space station.
All right.
But you do see a boat. Not that far from you. You could probably get to it if you tried hard enough.
All right.
You see a boat, like a boat.
Did you point this out?
Uh-huh. Boat.
I click my winged boots
Uh-huh.
and grab the ladies,
Uh-huh.
and we'll just begin propelling us in that direction.
Sure.
Now that I have a fly speed.
Yep. So as you do this, make an intelligence check, Bilga.
Intelligence. Just straight intelligence?
Straight intelligence.
15.
And plenty. As you focus on your destination and what you want it to do, and you grab the other birds, and you go to click your boots and fly, and you realize, yeah, you're flying, but you're also thinking yourself forward.
It's the astral sea.
This is the astral sea. So you three hurriedly make your way towards this ship.
We're talking like a rowboat, or are we talking
We're talking about
like a sloop?
It is a sloop size.
Okay.
It is open air.
Cool.
There is there are a couple of things on it. It does also look like it's not in the best shape. There's a helm.
Great.
There is what can only be described as a very futuristic ballista.
Cool. Okay.
On the deck. And then on the front there's really, really big shovels that seem like they move.
Okay.
Seems like maybe this was a mining vessel, right? Maybe they were out here trying to find some stuff in these asteroids,
In the asteroids.
right?
Yeah. These big weird floating rocks.
And on the side of it, it is the HMS Rock Smash.
It's a good name.
You mean the HM Rock Smash?
Yes, I do. Thank you.
Bilga can't learn it, but Ragnar can.
So you all touch down on the deck of this ship. It appears abandoned. There's no below. It's just the open deck. It's seen better days, but here you are, and there's an asteroid field between you and it. Chase, would you like to fly a Spelljammer?
You know I would. All right.
All right, I need all 3 birds to make Arcana checks.
Oh boy.
That's an 18 for Bilga.
So this is for driving a boat, right?
This is for driving a boat. You think Ambera's driven a boat before?
Hey, can I get an advantage because I've driven boats before?
I think you've driven a boat before.
Hell yeah.
Or like proficiency bonus.
Proficiency bonus, or I think
What makes more sense to you?
use advantage now. You're going to get proficiency later, probably.
Okay.
As a sailor, I think you would have proficiency.
Proficiency in
That is going to be a 19.
nice. Ragna.
A 10.
Okay. Bilga. 18. Okay. So Ragna has not seen much time at sea.
No, not at all.
You're looking for an anchor and you can't find one.
Yeah.
You're a soldier, not a sailor.
Yeah.
I'm a soldier,
Yeah.
not a sailor.
You've been on a boat,
Son
but
of
you've
a
never
son
had
of a
to
sailor.
do anything on a boat. Bilga, you can feel the magic of this vessel lying dormant. And you can tell that the ballista is going to shoot something magical if someone who wants to get on it. You can tell that the front end of the ship, those shovel things, are going to move if... Like you can kind of climb into a compartment there, and there's some controls in there, and it can be moved.
Okay, like a little pod thing.
It's a snowplow.
Tight.
It's an adjustable snowplow
Cool. Nice.
for mining, and ramming, and asteroids. And in Barra, there's a helm, and you know what a helm is. There's no wheel though. There's just there's a pot of goo,
Okay.
just oozing some magical energy though.
All right.
Dive in, sister.
I've had worse days. Jam my hands in there.
All right, you jam your hands in that pot of goo, and you immediately feel yourself become one with the vessel. And your left hand hits the bottom of your left hand hits the bottom of this pot first, and you feel the ship just bank slightly to the left, and then you adjust and you bank slightly right, and you're very, very quickly figuring out, oh, this is how this is going to work. So this is going to be a skill challenge.
Cool.
Oh.
The birds are making their way to the space station.
Birds
In
space
station.
I'm just imagining literally Omega from Mass Effect.
That is absolutely what it is.
tight.
It is. This is Omega from Mass
Is
Effect.
Arya there?
You're not.
find
You're,
out, I guess.
you're
We're
not
not there
there.
yet.
You're not there yet. So for this skill challenge, basically, so one of you is going to be on the guns, one of you is going to be on the moving snowplow,
Do we know?
and one of you is going to be on the helm.
Can we
Well,
know?
Barra's on the helm.
Can we know what
Right.
skills you'll need in the?
Yeah,
the-
so I can tell you. So basically, the helm's bird is going to make a check to move the ship.
Okay.
The helm's bird check will... The ship will move every round. It's whether or not the Spelljammer gets hurt or destroyed and how off target you get.
Cool.
The birds on the gunbird and the plowbird are going to use whatever skills they want that makes sense to try to lower the DC of the check for the helm's bird.
I think I'll take guns because I have like range magic I can use to kind of supplement.
That's
that.
fair. Yeah, I could take the plows. I'm seeing it very like mech arm sort of shit anyway.
Yep, pretty
That
much.
in my brain.
Yep.
So
Fits.
Yep, that you're piloting a mech, you have big
Yeah.
arms. It's yeah.
And I'll seat myself in the gunner chair and do the full finger grip on the exactly. It's that like all right. It's like all right, baby, dance for me. You bastard.
I know exactly what you mean.
We've been doing that tonight.
Yeah.
It's like we haven't. It's like we've got 2 years of bird just jokes.
It's like we've been playing together for 5 years.
Yeah.
Let me do it in voice real quick because that's gonna feel really good.
Yeah.
All right, darling, dance for me.
That's pretty
That
good.
felt pretty good.
That's pretty
That
good.
felt pretty good. Yeah. All right. So, round 1, you got to get this bird in the air. So we're gonna start with gunner and mech plower.
Cool.
Gunbird, plowbird.
You guys are gonna make your checks first. Tell me what skills you want to use and what you want to do, how you want to do it. And then we'll see what Ambera's DC is, and America make that check to see how well this first round goes. So what do you want to do, Ragnar?
I think we don't have any successes and or failures on the board, we're gonna do something like what's gonna go with insight to predict like asteroid path.
Sure.
You know, getting the plows up in the way.
You're gonna do some beautiful mind math.
That's a 6.
Oh, okay. You track you perfectly. So
Okay, you know what? Raquel doesn't get rolled anymore.
all right. So you Ragna,
Done.
you perfectly predict the path of these asteroids
That was a 6.
using the gravity
Oh,
that you
okay.
are used to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go.
So the math is very wrong,
Yeah.
and you go to swat one out of the air, and you miss completely, and it catches the back end, and it jerks the whole Spelljammer to the side.
Yeah.
Bilga.
I'm in a gunner chair.
Yeah, it swivels.
Ooh, I spin around.
Yeah.
I think
It's a waste of a turn, but it looks cool.
Fuck. I think I'm just going to start with an Arcana check to further understand the intricacies of this magical space ballista.
Perfect. Do it.
And see what like projectiles it fires, and if I can augment that in any way with my own magic.
Sounds good.
And then start firing. I'm actually going to spend a sorcery point for magical guidance.
Cool.
You
So
also roll like she did.
yeah, I rolled it's an 11, but I want more than that. I'm going to spend a sorcery point to roll another d20. There we go. That's a nat 18 plus 5, 23.
Cool. So we'll call that a pass. And so you immediately you become one with the chair, and the guns just feel like an extension of your body. And you've never felt really more at home in a deadly weapon before.
I do love a deadly weapon.
And you just start unloading. And with an Arcana check like that, you would have sworn these things are magic missiles, but they're not. They're just energy. It's just some sort of energy shooting out of it. The magic, it's certainly magical, but it's just energy.
Yeah. I love it.
All right, Anbera, as you go to pilot this Spelljammer
Yes.
and hopefully land in part of the space station, land in Omega somewhere, and not just crash into Omega.
Right.
Your sailing training behooves you.
Yes.
Whatever skill you pick, you're going to add your proficiency bonus to, even if you're already proficient.
Oh. Hell yeah.
Double proficiency.
I will go ahead. Let's say for this one, I'm going to go with... what is the DC?
It is now 18.
The DC is 18. Okay. I'm going to go with acrobatics for this first one.
All right.
So that is going to be plus 11.
Perfect.
Tight.
I have rolled a 22.
That's my bird.
Hell yeah.
That's my bird.
You
There we go.
immediately feel the wind flit through your hair. The spray of the salt comes back to your nose, and you are at home on the sea again in the midst of the astral sea. And you jam your hands into this pot of goo, and you make this bird dance.
Dance for me. Oh, that's fun to say. I like
it is, isn't it? It very much is. Whee!
Asteroids explode. The snowplow on the front doesn't do so great this time, but you are moving fairly quickly, and you take off in a dead shot towards the space station. Round 2, a giant husk of a ship rolls from behind a space station and is immediately in your path. Ragna Bilga, what are you doing to help?
I'm just going to go athletics here.
All right.
Just an attempt to just put these things up and just get it out of the way. That is a 19.
Perfect. All right, that's going to lower the DC quite a bit there as the plow just
I throw
hits
these
off.
up. I go, all right, baby. Wait, did you guys already say that?
Say what?
Do it. Do it. It's fun.
Dance for me. Yeah! Shades.
Bilga.
You said big thing of wreckage in front of us?
Big thing in wreckage in front of you. Ragna has taken hold of it and started to push it out of the way.
I'm going to try to channel some of my magic through the gunner seat and infuse my shots with fire, like a
Sure.
firebolt,
Sounds good.
to burn this shit up. Can I use like a spell attack?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sick.
Do that.
That's 15.
15? Sure. So you hit it and parts of it start to burn away and melt away. And it spins up out and the tail starts to melt away. And it's going to be easier now. So DC is going to be 15. And Barra, as you need to flip this thing on its stomach, kind of, to get through.
Do barrel roll.
All right. So for this one, I'm going to use performance because I'm stunned.
Stunting is a habit.
I have heard this before.
In fact, that was a 15.
Yeah.
I should not have done that. However, I have just barely made it. My performance is a 5. Plus 4 takes it to a 9. I have rolled a 6.
So that's
15.
a 15 on the nose. So as you scrape under and you feel the bottom of of your Spelljammer, the rock smash, come into contact, and you have lost something.
Yeah.
But you are past it, and you are now heading still towards Omega.
Probably fine.
What was that?
Nothing.
Heading towards Omega.
Dead weight.
You are you are on target. I don't know where a dock is, but it's big.
Is there a comms unit on this thing?
Would you like to take a round to find out?
Somewhere, young Jock smiles.
Because you can, but you're still going to keep moving.
Uh-huh.
You're just not going to steer for a round.
Nope. I gotta steer. I will yell back to the other 2 girls. Hey, I've got to find, can one of you 2 find the comms?
I got you.
I just point back and cast a message at Anbera.
Uh-huh.
What do you need?
To let them know we're coming and where to go.
Oh, like the people on the station.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I did not consider this.
No.
Mother Daka.
You are full speed heading at this thing. You have never moved this fast before, even with magic.
Too fast.
You are going to impact somewhere.
Very good.
Round 3, asteroids are in the way. They are at this point. The smaller ones are pinging off the Spelljammer, causing slight damage, mostly cosmetic, but it didn't look great to start with. But then there are some larger ones that start to come in. Ragna.
Are you shooting, or are you scooping, or are you looking for...
I got comms.
Okay, you got the comms?
I got comms.
Okay, cool. good.
My skills are useless here.
That's fair. Yeah. I just also have it. I was thinking because I have advantage on perception checks, so.
Well, I have persuasion, so
Oh,
I was
there you-
hoping to get on comms.
There you go. Can I intimidate the boulders?
If you can sell me on it.
No, that's not gonna work. Shit.
They're astral rocks. Maybe they're sentient.
Who knows?
Who's to say?
Yeah.
You can reuse skills.
That's
like you
fair.
can just make athletics
Yeah,
check.
I think I'm
after
just gonna
athletics
keep
check.
doing
That's
athletics
totally
just to be
fine.
safe. I'm rolling like shit tonight. That's a 12.
12. Okay, so as you bring the arm up to smash some rocks away, you smash a big one, and you feel great about yourself, and then it scatters directly into your path.
Oh no.
Bilga,
I'm looking for a comms unit.
comms unit. All right, make a perception check or investigation. I'll give you the choice, whichever one's better.
Perception's a +0, investigation's a +1. So let's
Okay.
go investigation.
Okay.
That's an 11.
Okay, you get up and you there's really just the helm, and there's a couple of things, and you come around to the other side of the helm, and you're looking, and you find something that's very broken.
Great. Can I try something else in lieu
Yeah.
of that, or is that my failure?
That's so you can do that. So you can hop back on the gun and try something, or you can do something else. It's just gonna be a little harder.
I have something a little I don't know if this will work really, but just hopping off the back, the idea I just did.
It's the birds. Stupid is the name of the game.
Right. I'm not even gonna go back to the gunner seat. I'm gonna take a knee and place my hands on the floor of the ship
Sure.
and on the deck, and feeling the magical connection that I can kind of tap into a little bit. I'm gonna try to share some of my magic with it. I'm gonna try to use Blade Ward on the
yeah.
ship.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
So maybe
Love that.
hold it together a little bit.
All right. What level spell is that?
It's a cantrip.
It's a cantrip. Okay.
It just gives resistance to physical damage for a round.
You know what? That's awesome. We're going to immediately lower the DC. So all of those rocks that just got blasted to smaller pieces and are flying at the ship, basically a giant shield appears out of the front of the ship, and it's flickering. It's not going to hold, but catches many of these asteroids and rocks on it. Some get through and some hit, and the ship starts to spin some, but it doesn't like immediately go into a death spin.
Yeah, I'm dumping all of this into the deck of the ship, and I'm just like, can't find the comms.
All right, we'll make him hear us.
And Bera, what do you do?
Be
As you start spinning.
pure athletics. We are going pure athletics. I need to see something though, because I just got a feat.
Cool.
Because we all took racial feats as a part of
Getting
this
this
level
yeah.
up here. And I need features and Can I get advantage because I'm technically using a dodge action?
I love that. Absolutely, you can.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. I took the other one, so that would be rolling a hit die. So, never mind. Rescind that.
Rescind that. Okay, that's a shame, because that would be really dope.
Yep. Can I burn a key point to get advantage on this?
Yeah, you can burn a key point. Yeah. How to describe how that helps you and what you're trying to do.
On Bera, like, chaos is beginning to break out. There are rocks everywhere. And on Bera just takes a deep breath in. And then just drives herself into the ground. She twists her ankles, and the metal of the ship moves with her. She has set herself in place to be able to make this roll.
Beautiful.
And I have rolled a 17 and an 18. Plus athletics, plus an additional 4. So that is going to be 18 to 26. That's 30.
30.
That's my bird.
Cacao!
The Spelljammer dances. And it bounces off of an asteroid, off of another one, and the spin becomes a beautiful astral dance as it spins through these asteroids. You're still getting pretty beat up.
Yeah.
All of the guardrails on this ship are now gone.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so don't slide too far, and you can...
We don't have fantasy OSHA here. It's fine.
And you can see yourselves break through the last layer of the asteroids, and the station is right there. And you're going to impact the station at the end of this round.
On Bera.
I'm working on it.
On Bera.
Nobody likes a backseat helmsman.
I'm up front.
So am I.
All right, so last round, you will impact the station at the end of this round. As you see, a lot of it is glass. Like, a lot of it is glass. There are openings here and there, but if you impact glass, like, you're not going to impact into a giant asteroid. It's not a lot of rock. Like,
Right.
You
Glass
see-
is the ideal.
yeah, you see high rises and what looks like some pretty affluent neighborhoods, more or less, like some districts of the city that seem like they're very well-to-do. And
I'm gonna crash there.
you can decide where you're going to crash, but you're going to
Fuck the
hit it.
proletariat.
You're going to hit it sooner or later.
Fuck, sorry.
You're going to
Crash
hit
the
it.
proletariat.
So here's what we're going to do. So Anbara's going to make whatever check you can possibly make to decide where you want to land. Bilga and Ragnar are going to do whatever you can come up with to help Anbara point the ship, the Spelljammer, to wherever you want it to go. This thing will never fly again, but my God, it's going to land.
I cast command on the ship.
Certainly try.
Not gonna.
I was thinking about sanctuary.
Is this thing being what is propelling this thing? Is it just pure magical propulsion?
It's just pure magical power, baby.
There's no fire.
The fire is what you've created. You feel it's the energy, it's the magical energy that you've been shooting to out of the gun.
Sure.
So you can kind of feel that connection, and having just blade warded the whole ship, you feel like you understand kind of how the Spelljammer works and what the magic is.
Sure.
So you can probably try to tap into it somehow. It's not like it's going anywhere after this, so
I'm gonna run back to the gunner seat, and I am going to. I want to crash in the rich people district, so I'm gonna take the gunner's chair and angle it straight, as far angled down as I can, so that in shooting it, perhaps the equal and opposite reaction will propel us up a little bit.
Sure.
So we go more toward the well-to-do district.
Okay. And help
hit all
guide the
rich people
landing.
houses. Yeah.
Yeah, wherever
Crash
you
the
can.
rich.
Yeah.
Crash the rich.
Crash the rich, steal for the poor.
So, I guess, I don't know. I mean, maybe an Arcana just for handling again. I don't know. what-
Arcana for handling is good. You're not in. This isn't charisma in any way, so that can't help you there.
Sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand. Make a sleight of gun check.
I'll make a sleight of gun check. That's a 16.
All right, so you're able to point this giant gun where you want it to go.
And I'm pumping, like, more, I know that, like, you know, with fire, there is, like, release of... Fire is energy that Bilga understands, and know that there is, you know, heat can propel things,
Right.
you know, hot air can lift things, so I'm dumping all of the, like, pyromancy that I have into this thing to give it some lift.
I mean, really, that's all science is. It's
Yeah.
a bunch of fire that we can control.
Right.
That's all science is. I work at the Institute. I can confirm this.
Yeah. Ragnar, what are you doing?
I look back at these two who are very intense at the moment, and I look back and I say, all right, girls, stay frosty, and I will cast Calm Emotions on everyone.
I love that.
And in
Awesome.
attempt, you know, to like, you know, just like clear heads.
Awesome.
You know,
Stay the course.
And
the
Barry, you
course.
have advantage on whatever you pick here.
I reach in to my Hawaiian shirt and I pull out the wand of web. And as soon as we break through the rich people district, web.
Legendary. Legendary.
Remember that item you gave me 3 years ago?
So this is one of those skill challenges where I went, I'm going to write this, and they're going to figure out how it ends.
Yep.
I'm here for it. So
Yeah.
what do you want it to do?
I want it to, as soon as we break through the rich people district, we get through the glass, and then as we like start crashing towards the ground, I cast web, and it just like creates like a Spider-Man cradle thing, like catches the ship.
Perfect. Okay, so just let's do. Jeez, I don't even know. So you don't have magic. So you have your magic would be wisdom.
Wisdom.
So let's roll.
Unless we want to just call it like an acrobatics check for just being like on the fucking game.
Those numbers probably would even out too. So yeah, just
Probably.
do that at advantage because you have never been so.
You're so
zen.
chill.
I'm so ready.
Yeah, normally
take-
there's a save for this, but like who does?
Usually it takes you 3 drinks to get to this point, but you are so in the zone right now.
So plus my acrobatics, we said
Yes.
24. Roll 17.
That's my bird.
There you go.
Caca.
That's my bird.
All right, you know this.
Birdhouse.
This isn't where these words are supposed to go, but how do you want to do this?
It is a quiet day on the Omega Station.
Oh my god.
There is some kind of hubbub going on the upper decks, but we don't worry about that here. Not on our deck. Suddenly,
Not on this deck.
a commotion from outside. There's a mining vessel. It's coming closer. It's too close. My God! My God! Stops inches above my nose. Captured by some horrifying web. What has happened in my home?
Now it did crash through 3 decks to get there.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah,
absolutely. No, it's awful.
And the Spelljammer will never be flyable. It is now just the HM.
What HM is it? Is it cut? Is it served? The
No.
world may never know.
no, those are all useful ones.
I'm trying to. You're gonna come in here and say Rock Smash isn't useful?
No, Rock Smash is super useful. Waterfall sucks.
Waterfall sucks. Anyway.
This is HM Flash now. That's
The
how
worst
It's
one.
how useless it is.
Do you remember when Flash was a TM? Ugh.
What a weird...
Sorry. Proceed.
The HMS Rock Smash falls into a web as its guns fall one way, front end falls off the other, and the helm goo spills. Never to be used again, but it has safely gotten you onto the Omega Station. People are screaming in terror and running away, and this place very, very quickly is deserted, even though it's kind of a better off area of the city, the space station.
Are you two alright?
That was amazing.
On the better.
Can we do that again?
No, I'm pretty sure we cannot.
My poor baby.
Thank you for joining us here on Another Path, Birds in Space. You can check out our Patreon as well as our merch store at anotherpathpodcast.com, as well as our network, ghostlightmedia.net. A special thanks goes out, as always, to our backer, Nathan N. Thank you for your continued support. You can find us all on Twitter, Chase at TQLoudly, Griffin at Griffcold, Zach at ThatGuyZachRob, and me at RyanRolled20. We'll return to the adventures of the Scattered Ages in 2 weeks. But of course, the birds will be back. Thanks for listening, and never forget, spoilers!
This has been a Ghostlight Media production.